In your opinions, do you think that the housing bubble would have been prevented if maybe 30 years ago this sort of, it seems like now there's more of a trend with tiny homes, had been adopted and maybe some of these codes were more lax or just more friendly to tiny homes rather than what's happened, people getting in over their head? Or is that mentality that people kind of always want what they can't have in place and so...
Well, in my opinion, I guess, I kind of think that the housing crisis was necessary to change the culture around around consumption, but specifically around the home sizes that we choose to, or the structure we choose to live in, because I think that, it's this upward trend, and I didn't see that really changing unless there was like some sort of outside, force, because it really was this culture of, there's the keeping up with the Joneses, and then I think it's all rooted in this concept of the American dream, of this is what it's like to be successful in America. It's to have a certain size house and a certain kind of job, and it's a status thing. And I think until, that came up against the hard reality of, a housing crisis, it's like that probably wouldn't have changed a bit.
Yeah, I think also kind of just the rise in more environmental awareness, in the last few years as well, and people kind of realizing that we have to, one of the interviews that we interviewed a few days ago, she was talking about how we really do have to think of growth and consuming differently. We can't just keep producing new things to consume and then throwing them away. It's just not, feasible, and that we have to think about, consuming things that are used and, reusing things and being a little bit smarter about the way that we consume and the way that we build. And I think that's also part of the tiny house movement. So, I think it's a combination of the recession and, the economic crash that happened, and then also kind of a growing environmental awareness. And then, I think also with younger generations, there has been a reevaluation of the American dream, just in terms of most people I know don't want to just get a job that they don't like to support a lifestyle that they like. Most people that I know want to have the flexibility to figure out what lifestyle fits the life that they want. And so it's less of like a, mortgage, marriage, car in the garage kind of thing, and more flexible.